Okay, so today we're going to do a bit of sewing. I have already started. I've done the white round belly and a bit round the head. I've done something slightly different this time. Usually I obviously create the pattern on the parchment paper. Then I put a batting and then just something to hold it all together at the back. Excuse me. But this time I went for a flatter finish, so I haven't put any batting in. I've used, believe it or not, I'm getting very thrifty in my old age, but I had a picture frame that had a picture on it. So what I did is I cut the canvas very carefully round the top edge of the picture frame, got rid of the sides and everything so it's nice and clear now, and then I sealed that canvas top down onto my piece of fused work. So there's no batting at all, so it's going to end up quite flat, but we'll see how it comes out. I thought I'd give it a try. Obviously the canvas part of it will sit on top of the frame, and then these will fold over the sides as per usual. But I mean, I've literally used every part that I possibly can, recycled every part as I can. So we'll see how it comes out. So today I'm going to do some of the black. So nothing particularly special about it. I'm just going to crack on basically. Pull me through. I've got quite a thick black thread here, so we'll just have to see how it works. So just want to just go in here around that eye area. Just get the threads out of the way if I can. Need to grab a pair of scissors. There's a pair of scissors. Just cut those off before I get into even more of a muddle. Something's going wrong there. Thread snapped. it's a bit of a slightly thick thread. It does tend to bunch up a bit. I tend to sew round each piece of fabric, but also some places I'll add little patterns to it and just to embellish it a bit. Sometimes I'll use little patterns when I've got a bigger piece and I feel like the batting underneath is making it too puffy, if that makes sense. So I'll do some sort of pattern in the middle of an area just to flatten it out a bit. But I'm not the world's best sewer, so I don't try and overcomplicate things too much. I'm going to go over here, just do this bit over here, and then we'll do the orange. When I say I'm not the world's best sewer, I think I'm probably okay, but I'm entirely self-taught, so I don't really know the correct way of going about these things. So I'm certainly not teaching you how to sew. Right, that's quite happy with that lot, and I think we'll do those greys, I think, because I've got a grey up here that we can move on to. Swing it round. I seem to have pulled it into the back of that. There we go. Just threading up my needle again. Split thread. New glasses, look at that. Just as well with tiny little bits like that. It's gone. There we go. very well today. Still got it glasses since though. There you go. Right, have we got grey anywhere else? Yes, got grey on the legs. So I'm going to lift it, tip it right the way around. Actually, I'm going to put some more in here. It's just not liking this thread at all. In contrast to the other thread, this one's a bit thin. Works alright with the bobbin, but I'm not going to change it now because I haven't got that much to do. Actually, my needle's a bit on the sticky side, that's probably half the trouble. Probably need a new needle in there, but needs must. Something not right. Ah, I can see why. There we go. Right, now that I'm down here, I'm going to move across. Ah. Right, thankfully that's the end of the grey. So we can get rid of that. And then do the orange. And then we're kind of finished. I don't know whether to put any patterns into the background, possibly, because there's quite a lot of background to it. Or just to keep it really simple. Maybe some waves running along the back of the puffin would be quite nice. Not with a grey one though, eh? Look at those new glasses. Just paid for themselves. You can hear when we go from where the canvas is sitting to where there isn't any canvas underneath it, a change in tone. Definitely should have changed my needle. That would be this first job I do after I change, after the camera goes off. Just the old end. Okay, so just up to the beak now. So we'll cut off and start again up there. Okay, so we're there. So let's have a look at this background. I think I'm just going to do some waves. Let's grab a different colour. Just going to go with white. I'm going to leave the bottom piece and that piece completely, and that piece as well, I think. Maybe just do some waves along the top. I don't mean wavy shapes. I don't mean, you know, that sort of thing. I'm just going to do some interlocking. I don't know what they're called. Just got a few little stray bits. Yeah, I don't worry too much about fraying, because I think that's all part of the charm, frankly. And there's just a bit there that needs to, I haven't sewn round. So while we've got the white, we might as well do it in. Jump over there. Get this out of the way. Try not to move the camera, but get my needle to sit down all the time. I'm going to go down as well and do that into the next area down. Or should I do something different? No, I'm going to do the same. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to frame it all up and then I'll show it to you at the end. Okay, so here it is, all finished, all framed up. I'll turn it over, you can see what it looks like on the back. That's what I kind of quite like now, is to be able to show the stitching. Shows through, so anybody turns it over they can see what's gone into it. The not putting any wadding in has worked really well. I quite like it actually. I think it will work really well on bigger pieces because sometimes the wadding does weigh a bit heavy and makes it sag a little bit sometimes. So I think on the bigger framed pieces I think it will work really, really well. So we'll see how we get on. Maybe have some with and some without. But yeah, it's quite tight on there, so really happy. Bye for now.